Hi everyone, it's me, Krystina Maria. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, this is going to be my second anti-haul, which you probably remember last June or July-ish, I did my first anti-haul, and I thought, hey, I could do another one. I'm a bit late because certain items I want to talk about in anti-haul and say why I don't want to anti-haul are pretty much old news, not a lot are new. If you're wondering what anti-haul is just anti-consumerism. Like, you know, a lot of people in the beauty community like to tell you, oh, you need to buy this, you need this, blah, 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 blah. Well, technically you don't need everything that's out in the market, which is true. And, you know, you don't need to feed capitalism because, you know, that's something evil and we don't need to, you know, go and fall for that. So anyways, the first thing I would anti-haul is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Carly Bible eyeshadow palette, which to me the eyeshadow palette looks pretty pretty, really unique. The colors, a lot of shimmers, but it doesn't call my attention. Plus I think the packaging is like the most horrendous thing I ever seen in my life in Anastasia Beverly Hills, because you know they mostly have like their velvet packaging, and I don't know what is this. I don't like anything about this palette. I don't even know who Carly Bible is. There's a lot of people in the beauty community or YouTube world I don't know about, and she's one of them I don't know. But this is retail for $45 and I don't like it. And there's another issue I also have with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, they've been releasing a lot of eyeshadow palettes like really fast, like Colourpop kind of fast. Like, we have the Norvina Volume 1, 2, and 3, which to me is crazy. These are like pretty much $60, which is more expensive compared to the other Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. We have the Norvina 1, which is like more like purples and pink kind of shades, and then we have the Volume 2, which is more like, it's like really blues and a lot of pop of colors, while we have the 3, which is more like warm tone and orange. But I think out of the 3, to me, the orange one, the Volume 3, is more pleasing. But at the same time, it's just a lot of releases. Like, they didn't release this at the same time. It's like they released the Volume 1, and then almost like a couple weeks later Volume 2, and then 3, like really fast. Like Colourpop ridiculously fast. But the difference between Colourpop and Anastasia Beverly Hills, Colourpop's more affordable, so we kind of know that's their brand. Like, they're gonna release things. To me, it's kind of ridiculous when brands release things constantly, because, you know, like, give people time to process and think about things, you know. It just looks like a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's very overwhelming. And I hope that they kind of slow down with this, because this is just a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised they have a Volume 4. Next is Cosmetics. I know we're in Scorpio season now, so I shouldn't be talking about this, but you know, I have to do it. I have to do it. Like, I'm a Libra. My birthday was like a week ago, so they finally got out the mini Zodiac palette for Libra, and I do not like this at all. Like, this is just ugly color story. It's pastels. It's really Cosmetics pastels. I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks Eastery. It looks like a color selection you put for like a baby shower or whatever, and Libra's not like that. I just really feel like, in my opinion, all these mini Zodiac palettes that BH been releasing is just really like, they've been really missing the market, and this is just very disappointing. I was looking forward for the Libra palette. They're like, wow, my Zodiac sign's coming out and I can't wait to see what palette, and it's just this mini disappointment of a Zodiac palette. And they really released the Scorpio palette, which at first I kind of like their color story for the Scorpio one, but to be real, it looks pretty boring for Scorpio. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with BH. Luckily, they're almost done with the Zodiac collection. All I have is like a Sagittarius, and then I'll have to like think about this and speak about this anymore, because this is just disappointing to me. I'm disappointed as a Libra for the Libra one, and then, you know, we're already now in Scorpio season, and this is just not great for Scorpio. I feel bad for Scorpio for this boring color story. Next is Colourpop, and first thing I talk about with Colourpop is they're another collab with Disney again. Like, why I'm not surprised. Like, I think Disney and Colourpop are like teaming up together, but then again, Disney seems to buy everything. Like, everywhere I'm at is by Disney. Like, I don't hate Disney, but it's, you know, it's just too much. So they're just buying everything. Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, Fox, and this is another collab. This is the Midnight Masquerade, retail $22. I really don't like this at all. There's nothing about this I like. It doesn't interest me. Like their last Disney collab they did was like this is the second one. I don't know how many Disney collab they did. But the last one I remember with the eyeshadow palette, I was not interested at all. Any of it, I'm sorry. And then they have the Masquerade Magic collection where you get like the glosses with the blush and then the palette, which retail $166 unless you just want the mini ones. But like I said, I'm just not interested of this at all. Like I don't want to touch it. Like it doesn't interest me. And then they have the Bye Bye Birdie collection, which retail $150. This is a lot. Like you get like the Bye Bye Birdie eyeshadow palette, their Fossies, and the mascara, press-in nails, which I guess that's press-in nail stickers, which is like a thing now, I guess, I assume. Their glosses, their highlighting stick, their blush stick, and then the mascara with the eyeliner and a gel liner. I don't know, I feel like I already seen this. Like Colourpop been like showing so much release of eyeshadow palettes at that point you're just like, if you're someone that's an Advent person that purchase a lot of things from Colourpop or own a lot of palettes, you probably own these already, and they just don't interest me at all. Like, you know, the Bye Bye Birdie eyeshadow palette is like $18. I don't know, I think I seen this already. A month ago they released an eyeshadow palette called the Whatever palette. Like with a name like that, you know a company already ran out of ideas already. Because no. Next is my least favorite person in the makeup world, and it's Kat Von Married a Nazi. Yeah, that one. And she's releasing once again another Lolita palette, which is called Lolita Por Vida eyeshadow palette. But not a fan of Kat Von D, so I could just roast this out. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't support it because Kat Von D. But if you're someone that is, unfortunately still a fan of her and buy anything that she puts out there, this is just fucking boring. I'm sorry, the color story is boring. I don't understand what is going on in the middle roll. Why there's like 3 big ass pans, and they have like a design. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what is going on with her and her brand. And then she's still milking the whole Lolita thing. Like, did she have like a liquid lipstick called Lolita, a blush called Lolita? She had a eyeshadow palette before this one named Lolita, and now this one, the Lolita Por Vida eyeshadow palette, which what is going on? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be mean, but I just kind of can't wait the day that Kat Von D's makeup line is just non-existent, because no one support her anymore, and the stuff she's releasing now are just not even that great, and this is an example in my opinion. Next is Melt Cosmetics, and they have their Radioactive palette, and it retails for $48. This is supposedly, back in the day, they have like their Melted Stacks eyeshadow, and this was like mostly like the most popular one, which I remember back in the day I used to look at it on the internet. I'm like, wow, I have to purchase this because I love the color story. But I believe they discontinued the Radioactive stack, and they just made it as a palette, which I don't know, for some odd reason I'm just not really interested. Like, it's a pop of color, it's a really vibrant, colorful, rainbowish kind of palette, very unique, but I'm kind of over these type of shades right now. I don't know why. I think I've been in the need to buying a rainbow or pop of color eyeshadow palette, and since I haven't really got one, I just kind of got over it, and I'm kind of over this eyeshadow palette. And then also I'm kind of want to stay away from Melt for a while, because I've been hearing things on YouTube and on the internet that lately people that purchase their Gemini palette, which I dearly would love to own, and their Smoke Session palette, people that owns it not even a year, maybe like for 6 months already, and they're seeing like mold coming out of the shadow, and that is scary, because these eyeshadow palettes are not affordable. They're not cheap. They're like almost $60, and for a $60 eyeshadow palette that you haven't owned for a year or two, and it's getting mold, that's a bit suspicious in my opinion, because you're spending that much money on something and it gets mold. Like, doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Like, people even have old eyeshadow palettes from almost 10 years old and they don't have mold or anything, and this palette does. Like, doesn't make any sense. So that's my other concern reason about I wouldn't want to buy something from Melt right now. Next brand is Morphe, and apparently they're coming out with, again, the James Charles palette, but it's a mini palette. It's a mini version of the humongous one from the James Charles palette, except this one is like with a mirror and it's $26 and it's smaller. They should have sold it this size in the first place. They didn't need to make this. I'm not interested. 1, I don't support Morphe. 2, I don't support James Charles. 3, it's just a lot of freaking shadows in a pan. I already explained that about the Norvina Volume 1 and 2 and 3, that it's just massive, big, a lot of shy shadows, which I do not like at all. I don't like a palette that has so many shadows. And this is just something I just don't want to reach out to. And then Morphe has their 35003 Fierce by Nature Artistry eyeshadow palette, which is, you know, their big ass massive eyeshadow palettes with neutral shades with some pinks in it, and then they have like a pop of 2 lime greens, which I don't get this story. It doesn't go together. It's like the whole pop of blue effect, you know, back in the day, like last year pretty much, like all these brands were like sending, you know, releasing all these boring ass neutral shades, and they just put like a pop of blue. And now it's like the pop of green effect, but like a pop of lime green effect. And this is one of example, and I don't like it. Like, maybe without the lime green, be like, it wouldn't be that bad, but at the same time, like, it's Morphe, it's another freaking boring ass, like 30 something shadows in a palette, which no one really needs. Let's be real, no one needs this. Next one is Hause Labs, which is from Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga. I love her. She's iconic. She is talented. But this makeup line, I was excited when she announced that she's having a makeup line. I was really excited because I'm like, wow, Rihanna has a makeup line and it's very successful. And someone like also like Lady Gaga that's very iconic and talented and successful in her music career. I'm like, I could totally see her because, you know, her makeup look and her fashion is just so out there. But this line to me is just so disappointing. I just don't have any interest in this line at all, unfortunately. And also too, you have to only buy it at Amazon, which I don't really support Amazon, especially when I know how they mistreat and how shitty the company is to their employees. So I don't want to like put my money in that. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed. I just wish that maybe Lady Gaga decided to like leave Amazon and put her brand in like Sephora or maybe Ulta maybe, or just sell it online and don't need to have Amazon behind it. And also too, the packaging don't interest me. They remind me of Huda Beauty when her brand was starting. I just don't like it. It's disappointing. Please don't come at me. Like, this is not a hate against Lady Gaga. I'm just talking about the brand. And there's just nothing of the brand that just got me interested. I just want to like put my money in it. Next is another brand that I think I'm tired of talking about and thinking about, and it's Too Faced Cosmetics. Like, they're releasing their holiday collection and it's a lot. So I just do not want to talk about, but they're having a lot of, like, to me, I think holiday package are just boring. They don't interest me at all. Like, I think they're kind of novelty. There's something that you don't buy for yourself, that's something you buy for somebody, in my opinion. But then again, if me as a makeup fanatic, I wouldn't have someone buy me that. So let's see what Too Faced has. They have the Let It Snow Girl palette. It's really massive. It's like an eye and face palette. They have like bronzers and contour and blush and eyeshadow, and they have the Better Than Sex mini mascara. It retails for $49. It's really round and massive. It looks like children makeup, in my opinion. Like, everything about it, I'm not interested. Just look like children makeup. Like, no thank you. Next one is ridiculous. I mean ridiculous. And it's the Christmas Star Face and Eye palette. Like, they're just throwing eye and face palettes at you for the holidays. And it's like a shape of a freaking star. It's Who needs this? Nobody needs these damn collection by Too Faced. They just ridiculous. It's a joke. And then they have another gingerbread eyeshadow palette, which, let's be real, the one from last year was really nice, really cute, whatever. It smelled like gingerbread. Everyone loved it. They released it again back in July, you know, Christmas in July. So they have another one. It's called the Gingerbread Extra Spicy Eyeshadow Palette, which to me it looks really ugly, really boring, in my opinion. And it has the little pop of turquoise effect, like I mentioned about Morphe, the lime green. And it just looks ridiculous. It's retail $49. No one needs this. They should just release the one from last year, because that one was successful, I heard. This just looks like a boring ass version of it. No one needs that. Next is another Too Faced collab with Madonna, which I was like, oh my god, cool. Like, Madonna's so iconic, you know, her fashion, her music and everything. Like, this is cool. Like, I could get behind this, but this is another disappointing collab, in my opinion. It's so basic, it's so boring. They have two. Each has a eyeshadow palette. I think it's an eyeshadow and face palette, I believe, with liquid lipstick, with Better Than Sex eyeliner, and the Better Than Sex mascara mini, and along with the brow product. And it just looks so basic. It doesn't read Madonna to me at all. None of these two collection collabs for Madonna do not scream Madonna. It just looks so basic, so boring. And if you're a Madonna fan, you're probably going to be disappointed, because I'm already disappointed. I was like, oh my god, cool, Madonna. And it's like, what is this, Too Faced? It's just like, you guys just pick your basic, boring stuff and just put Madonna's name on it. And face, too. What is this? I think this anti-haul is really short compared to my first one. It's from Urban Decay, and it's their Naked Honey palette. You know, when I heard they were doing on the Naked palette, I was kind of excited. I think, oh, maybe it'll have something interesting, because Naked Cherry to me was a hit and miss with the name. I thought the color story was kind of nice, but, you know, I didn't really hear that much great about it. And then the other recent Naked palettes just seemed boring. So when I heard, oh, they're doing a Naked Honey, I think, like, okay, yellow, honey, rich yellow and golden shades. And to be honest with you, to looking at these shades, it looks like a shade range of poop and vomit. And I don't like that. I'm sorry. This does not scream to me Naked Honey. It doesn't scream to me honey at all, except maybe that one golden type of shimmery shade they have there. But all the other ones just read to me puke and vomit, and I don't want that. I just feel sick looking at it. I don't know why. It just the shade, the color selection they choose for this palette, it doesn't interest me. It just makes me kind of sick for some reason. Anyways, that is me done talking about products I don't even want. I want to like share some things that I'm really interested in, I would like to have, that I'm considering, but maybe at the same time I don't think I want to buy them. Like, for instance, Lunar Beauty they're having a holiday collection, but it's like so spooky, so witchy, which I love, because, you know, we're in spooky season, and the last thing I want to hear is someone doing a holiday collection is like Christmas. I don't need that. I don't need that Too Faced, no thank you. But Lunar Beauty is doing this whole witchy vibe type of holiday collection, and their eyeshadow palette, which is the Moon Spell Color Palette, which I love everything about it. Like, I love the packaging. It's like a spell book, and I want it. And then the shade colors are like named after every witches from mostly a lot of series and movies that I pretty much grew up with. So I love everything about it, and I would purchase it. Like, I would definitely just go to Sephora and buy this. This retail for $48, and I would really see myself owning this. Like, I don't know, like, I would put it as display, like everything about it. Like, the reason I'm kind of holding back is the color story. The color story is really pretty. I like the purples and with the neutrals and some greens, but since they have like two turquoise, it's kind of like, I feel like it's there. I feel like everything about this palette is there. The packaging, design, the concept, and the colors, but something to me is kind of missing that I'm kind of holding myself back. Like, I want it, but I don't want to go and definitely buy it, if you know what I mean. Like, I think if they add like maybe another like a darker green, or like a moss green, and maybe a red too would be great, I would probably buy this, because everything about this palette is out there, and I want to purchase this palette. And I know a lot of people are like kind of iffy because the owner, Manny and Mue, I'm kind of indifferent with Manny, but I really like this palette. I would see myself owning it. Again, another palette, Colourpop also did another monochromatic palette. They have like a whole ton of monochromatic palettes, like, if you know what I mean. And this one is called the Smoke and Show palette. It's just like a monochromatic gray and black, and everything about this palette really got my attention. For some odd reason, I like the color story, like it's black and gray, but at the same time I don't know if I really want it, because even though I'm really into the shades and how it's there since everyone been begging them for a monochromatic shadow, I could totally get behind this, but at the same time I don't know if I really want to put my money there. It's $12. It's very affordable, like all their palettes, very affordable but good quality. But I don't know, like I really want this palette, but I don't know if I really want it. The next thing is the last thing, and this, since I saw this, I cannot get this off my head, and I'm trying to convince myself that I shouldn't buy this, because this is a holiday collection. Like I said about Too Faced, I think holiday collections are dumb and ridiculous, and something that you should not buy on your own for yourself unless someone wants to buy you them. But then again, some of them are just very crappy and novelty and they don't work good. But this what I like, because this brand done, like, to me very well, because they combine all their best-selling products in a pack, and it's from Milk Cosmetics, and this is their MVP set, which retail $39, and I love everything about this set. I want to get it for myself, but at the same time it's like, it's a holiday collection pack. I wouldn't do that. That's like, you have to be very lonely to buy yourself a holiday pack. That's how I see it, in my opinion. So I'm just like, I want to get this, but at the same time I shouldn't get this unless, you know, a family member or a friend or my partner's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I'll be like, this MVP pack from Milk Cosmetics, please and thank you. And I like what it has. It has the Hydro Primer, the mini version, the Kush Mascara Deluxe. You get the Watermelon Serum, you get the under eye, the cooling stick, you get the bronzer and highlighter, and you get a cheek and lip tint stick. And you also get the little Milk makeup pouch, which I'm really not really interested, but everything else in that, I want that. To me, that's something I would use. Like, it's not like I do like the palettes I talked about before this, but you know, let's be real, palettes are very hard to use and use up. But this type of thing from Milk, I could see myself using this. I could see myself using the primer, which I tried last summer, enjoyed it, recommended, in my opinion. But you know, everything else in it, I could totally see myself using this for everyday use, whether I'm using minimal makeup or full-on makeup. And I really want this so badly, but I wouldn't buy it for myself. Like, I would have someone else doing, because this is something that you'll get for as a gift, or you buy as a gift for someone else. And I'm just like, I don't know, unless you guys leave me a comment saying like, who cares, you're buying this for holiday collection, holiday pack. Like, no one's gonna care. Like, do what you need to do. Like agree or disagree. Do you think people buying themselves a holiday pack, holiday collection's ridiculous? That's something that you should give to someone else, or vice versa? Because I'm really eyeing on this collection from Milk so much. I'm just like, I really want this. I don't know, who knows, maybe eventually I would probably buy it. Like, I don't know, maybe like after the holidays and they're still available in Sephora and it's on sale, maybe I would get it for myself and I wouldn't even care. Anyways, that is it for me from this anti-haul of few products that I pretty much roast and talk crap about. I think I was a bit mild in this video compared to my first anti-haul. So don't forget to like this video, comment this video. I like to know what your anti-haul or what's your opinion of these products that I mentioned here, and what's your opinion about holiday packs. Like, that's something that people could just buy for themselves regardless, or just have that for a gift instead, or you think they're ridiculous, which I think most of them are ridiculous in my opinion. And yeah, don't forget to also subscribe to watch more of my content and more of my videos. And don't forget to follow me on any other social media like Twitter, Instagram. By the way, I changed my username on Instagram, so if you've been following me and watching my videos and you're like, I cannot find your Instagram anywhere, where did it go? I changed the username for maybe the 5th times already, who knows? So yeah, don't be aware of that. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to love yourself, be kind to yourself, love each other, be kind to others, and yeah, just have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.